So hi guys, welcome back. So here in this tutorial we are going to know how to start with programming language with C. In this tutorial I will tell you how to start with a C programming language and what are the things we must know before going to program with C programming language. So the main motto of my this presentation is, or this video is, to tell you how to start or how to get started with C programming language. Steps in learning language. Like other language, if you are going to learn English, so what is the foremost thing, or what are the unit of English? First of all, you have to know that. So if you're going to learn English, you must know the alphabets of the English. With the help of alphabets you are going to make words. With the help of words you are going to make a meaningful sentence. With the help of sentences you are going to make a paragraph, and this paragraph is in English. So you have learned the English. The same procedure or the same way we are going with in C language also. First of all, we are going to learn the character set of C language. What are the character set, or what are the units of C language? Followed by constant variables, keywords, followed by instructions, and then after we'll know how to make a program. So in this video I will cover only this much part, means not even instructions also. I'll cover only this two steps. In my next video I will cover how to write in instructions, and then after I will start with programs. So what are the steps I told you? First of all, we need to learn the character set of C. Like before going to learn a language, we need to learn its alphabets. So we are going to deal with character set of C. So these are the character set of C. This is alphabets, capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. Digit will be 0 to 9 or combination of in these digits. Symbols can be there can be more symbol, but for an example I have written only this much only. There are more symbol available in C programming language. This is addition, subtraction, @ symbol, dollar symbol. So these are the symbols which we are going to use in our programming language. Now so now till here we are known about the character set of C. These are the character set of C, means with the help of these three things we are going to write a program. I hope you all are aware about alphabets, digits, or the symbols. Now we are going to know about what are constant and variables. Constant, what are constants? Constants are the entities that does not change. For an example, if I have written 2, so 2 means 2. 2 is never be equal to 3. 2 cannot be equal to 5. Means the value of 2 will remain 2 itself. It cannot be changed. So this 2 is known as constant. The 2 is constant. Now what are variables? If you are know the term variable, so from the term variable only it is something meaning like it can vary, means the value of variable can vary. If I have written x, x equal to 10, so I can change the value of x by 20 also. For some condition my x can be 30 also. So the value of x can be altered or can be changed. So x is an variable, whereas the value of 12 will always be remain 12 itself. The value of 2 will not be equal to 3. 2 means 2. If I'm using 2 somewhere, the 2 will always remain 2. But if I'm writing x, if I'm writing a, if I'm writing y, so these value can be changed. Sometime you can write y equal to 1, sometime you may write y equal to 2. So the value of y and means variables can be changed, but the value of constant will be the remain same. Okay, so these are what about constant and variable. If it is written 2, so what is this? This is constant or a variable? This is constant. If I'm writing 59, what is this? This is whether it is constant or variable. This is also constant, because the value of 59 will always remain 59, it will not change. If I'm writing x, so this is a variable. If I'm writing y, so this is also a variable. Okay, so this is what about constant and variables. Now I'm going to tell you about keywords. What are keywords? So keywords are the reserved words which are used in the programming to convey a special meaning to the programs or to the compiler. Means keywords are basically some words reserved in the programming language which convey a special meaning or a special purpose in the program. There are 32 keywords in C programming language. Keywords are also words, because from here we can see they are reserved words. Even though they are reserved word, but they are words. So what are the things we should know? That the variable name can be any word, but the variable cannot be keyword. There are 32 keywords in C programming language. I can take a variable name like RAD for radius. Okay, so RAD should not be any keyword. If it is keyword, we cannot take RAD. Now here are some keywords. There are total 32 keywords. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 into 4 32. So you can see there are total 32 keywords present in C. It is auto, double, int. You can go with this all things. You need to know that these keywords have some special meanings. These keywords are used in the program for a specific function, so you cannot use this keyword as a variable name or for anything else. Now we are going to know about operators. What are operators? So operators are basically symbols which are used with an operand, to perform an operation. So in these statements, first of all, we need to know what are operands. In this statement, operand is written. What are operands? Operands are the variable or the constant on which we are going to perform an operation with the help of operator. Like if I am writing 2 plus 3, so here 2 and 3 are the operands, plus will be my operator, and the operation means the addition operation is going on over here. 2 will be added to 3, so this is the thing which is going on is the operation, means it is adding 2 with 3. Now so how many categories, means operators are categorized in many form, so we are going to know about them. First of all, we are going to know about arithmetic operators. What are arithmetic operators? Relational operators, logic operators, assignment operators, increment, decrement, conditional, bitwise, and special operators. So we will talk each of them separately. Now we are going to start with arithmetical operator. What is arithmetic operator or arithmetical operators? So those operators or those symbols which are used to perform an arithmetic operation are known as arithmetical operation. Here are some arithmetical operators present in this table. First one is addition operator. These operators are used for the addition of variables, two variables. This is subtraction, this is multiplication, this is division. So subtraction is used for the subtraction purpose, multiplication is used for multiplication, division is used for, this is percentage sign. So percentage sign is not used for percentage, rather it is used for remainder. Means if you're writing 5% 2, so it will divide 5 by 2, and whatsoever the remainder will come, that will be your answer. Means if you are writing 5 modulo 2, it will return you 1. So the work of percentage sign is to provide you the remainder. Okay. Now relational operators, as the name suggests, relation. So these operators are used to perform the relation between, they are going to check what is the relation between operand 1 and operand 2. Okay, they are going to check what is the relation between operand 1 and operand 2. Here is equal sign. Equal sign is used to check for the equality of two operands. Okay, like I've written 5 equal to, whether 5 is equal it is 3. So whether 5 is equal 3 or not. If 5 is equal 3 means, so 5 is an constant, 3 is also an constant, so 5 cannot be equal to 3. So here it is returning 0. If I am writing 5 equal 5, so 5 is equal to 5, it will return 1. See, greater than 5 is greater than 3, it is correct, so it is returning me 1. Sorry, here 1. Less than 5 is less than 3, so it is true or false, so it will return me 0. So here are something, it is not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to, they are the relation operators. Now we are going to talk about the logical operators. So this is logical AND. If both of the expressions, they are used in between the expressions, if both of the expression will be true, then it will return me true. For example, if I am writing 5 equal 5, comma 3 equal 3, means both of the expressions are true, so it will return me true. If I am writing 5 equal to 3 equal 3 and means this and of logical and then after 5 equal to 5 equal 5, so this will return me false, return me 0. This is OR operator, logical OR. If any one of the expression is true, so it will return me true. This is NOT operator. This what directly invert the expression. If the expression is true, it will give me false. If the expression is false, it will give me true. Now this is assignment operator. This is used to assign the value for the variable. This is something called means a plus equal to b. So it is same as a equal to a plus b. This is same with this all things. You can see minus equal to b means a minus equal to b means a equal to a minus b. Same way these all are there. Now bitwise operator. Bitwise means we are going to have an operation on the operators on the basis of their bits, on the basis of their memory bits. So bitwise and bitwise or right shift, left shift, this all I will cover in my next not in next video, later on I will cover, but I don't want to have an operations or have some problems over it, because I will catch up this all things later on, because I want to start up with some programs so we can make this subject interesting. This is increment decrement operator. Increment decrement operator plus plus. If you are writing plus plus a, it will increment a by 1. If a is 10, I am writing plus plus a, so a value will become 11. Minus minus, it will decrease the value of a. So this is what about increment and decrement. Increment means it will increase the value by 1. Decrement means it will decrease the value by 1. Now this is conditional operator. It check for the condition. If my expression can be anything, x is less than y, x can be 5, y can be 10. If my expression is true, it will return me statement 1. If my condition is false, it will return me statement 2. Now special operator. In this special operator we are having two type of operator, that is, you can see sum of will return me the